Y'all, I'm gonna ask Texas to stand the fuck up. Okay, y'all, so actually it's Region 10. Let me tell y'all about the Kelly Rowland interview and what they got it from, okay? Where they got it from. So, in teacher training, we learn about three different cultures because in the districts that we teach in, it is mainly black, white, and Hispanic. So when we enter training, they say most people are like this, and this is a white woman teaching the class. So for all the white people that want to go for people and with all this bullshit that y'all coming with. So for the first part of this is like it's just a teacher training. So what we learn is that a first off we learn it. I always have a book in my nose, but you it's a teacher training. So for the first thing we learned is that black people tend to not want to have other people in their business. So it's like if you're in a predominantly black community, I don't want everybody out here to know my business. In a white community, they are very curious or nosy, so they can compare their children to each other. So white people live in a world of comparison because I guess they don't have enough information. If they have any information, then they compare. Hispanic people will bring their entire family to a not only Hispanic, but also what I've learned is that, and they didn't teach us in teachers training, not only Hispanic, but anybody from another country. If they come to a teacher meeting, they usually bring the family with them. It'll be the family might not sit with them during the whole meeting, but they'll be there at the school with them too. So they travel together. So, and sometimes I think it's mainly because of the culture. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, and I think that's usually if they come from Mexico. It's like because the English barrier is like, come and see if you can talk with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so experience teaches you this too. Black people like, and you gotta keep everything probably because we are American. I'm sorry, it's an American situation. We know that from past history, when white folks get in your business or somebody else get in your business and they do that comparison shit, then they get jealous and get upset and all this stuff. Oh my God, look at my life. I got taken out of a whole neighborhood because white women assumed that I was something different and all this different stuff. Oh my God, look at this. You using this shit in the interview. You see what I'm saying? Like I have to actually explain this to you. So Kelly Rowland has played second to none. I'm talking about second to motherfucking none. And that is the problem. Like it's like, what? In what world? I'm talking about none of the second to none. It's a group. It was a fucking group. Y'all did the same thing with Diana Ross's group. It's like, why do y'all always have to play the black against the black? You know what I'm saying? A group against a group. It's like, where the fuck are you getting this shit from? And it's like that. It's like some shit that it's just like it's so fucking American. Do y'all understand that? Like you still doing shit from the fucking 50s, like where they controlling radio and TV, bitch. You see what I'm saying? It's like this motherfucker actually got on there with some information from a teacher's training to try to bring somebody down. And she's like, light recognizes light. And like, that's exactly what it is. It's like, we gonna light y'all motherfuckers up. I am happy to join in with any group of women that is about to light up the other woman. Y'all, it is like so detrimental that we get people like him out of the space. Whoever made up the question, we need you out of the space. Because it might not even be him that wrote the question. It was like, you know, like as a host, it's so demeaning and degrading for her to even have to answer that for you. For her to even have to tell that to you. Do you understand? Like, it's like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? And why would you think that information would be detrimental to tell the world? Depending on the environment you are in, this is why critical race theory doesn't work either. Depending on the environment that you are in, that information will not work. In this environment, it will not work. My whole family goes to the school. I have never been at a teachers meeting where either my grandmother and my mother were there, or my grandmother or my aunt, or my mother and my stepfather. I have always had two people at every fucking teachers meeting that I probably had. My mother has never met with anybody alone, and my grandmother hasn't either. So it's like my sisters will be standing outside the door. It's like six. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like not even so, and I'm not Hispanic. So that's in this area. In this area, we go into the room alone and the door is closed. What else can I say? I can't say anything about white people because in this area, white and black people actually act the same because we have the same economic status. So it doesn't apply to Illinois or Missouri. It might not. Okay, and what I learned, what I've done in Illinois doesn't apply to Missouri, and it's across the fucking river. You understand what I'm saying? Because now in Missouri, it's more like a white culture because they want to compare their kids to other kids. The kids can't act right because they want to be like seen as this other person. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like they want to know what their friend is doing or what their friend's conference was and and the parents are the same way. They eager to know what she say about such and such, what she say about this person. So it's like a white culture here. It's a very curious and nosy culture here. That's what I learned when I came here. Like, why would you think that it was your business to know how I taught in Texas? You understand what I'm saying? And then to come back with the wrong information. To have a group of white women stalking me for what I don't know. To have a group of black people stalking me for this long. It's like, what the fuck is it that is bothering y'all about that information? If you had a question, you could have called Region 10. Let me look up the number. Let me look up the number real quick. You could have Googled them bitches. Let me tell you, because they just stole from me too. Fuck y'all too. Region 10, it's in Dallas. It's actually in Richardson, Texas, I think. Let's do that. That's where that information came from. Let's do that. And we're going to leave Kelly the fuck alone. Because Kelly is actually a real estate guru. But believe it or not. So let's go ahead and give you that fucking number, bitch. Who the fuck is this motherfucker anyway? Let's call Regis here. So the number is 972-348-1700. It's in Richardson, Texas. I'll just go ahead and put this at the end of the video, and y'all can go back over this shit yourself. Because that's some bullshit. It's just information that we get. And you don't have to present that to them at all. To nobody in the group. Because that's not a part of their life. That's a part of my life. I had nothing to do with them. You understand what I'm saying? Don't have nothing to do with him. Leave her the fuck alone. And stop fucking with Chris Brown too. Y'all on some bullshit.